Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at all the new black cards that are coming in BT6. Same as last episode, the episode before that and the episode before that. I'm joined by my co-host on our podcast, Holy.
Hello.
We're going to analyse these cards, see if they're meta worthy and do a little bit of theory crafting. If they're useless, we may do none of that. But let's dive into it and find out. So starting off, I already can tell we've got a meta-defining card, Pagumon. On deletion, reveal the top card of your deck, add it to your hand if it's a black Digimon card. Otherwise, place it at the bottom of your deck. This is more draw power for black. To be fair, black's been shown in the current meta. It's not as slow as we all thought. It's able to build up quite quickly, but given a colour that has lacked draw power, finding an option to draw it. Admittedly, it's on deletion and it's situational draw power, so you may still draw nothing, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, and I think Pagumon definitely sorts out the one issue that Black had, that it never had any like generic eggs.
Yeah.
All of the eggs that it's had has been like specific archetype ones, so it's nice to finally have a dedicated generic egg for the color.
Yeah, instead of running a one-of that you just never want to see.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then we've got Genkumon, which is just the Chinkurimon of this set, which is inheritable on deletion, gain 1 memory. Yeah, to be fair, black doesn't have the strongest level 3 lineup, so just having options to gain memory and draw power in black is quite nice, because I mean, you could go up into a Tankmon on top of this, swing 6k with a Pagumon. If it dies, you gain 1 memory and get a draw. You know, that's not always a bad thing. You take a security out, or even if you crash into another blocker, get something out of it, which is nice, because before you would have just traded and received nothing.
Yeah, it's also nice just to slap on blockers to potentially like pass turns in situations.
True, just to threaten. To be fair, I didn't even think about it, because the Pagu's not on your turn only, so you could put a blocker on top of that. Deletions. Yeah, so yeah, that works pretty well actually. You know, draw 1 and gain 1 memory on a blocker would be quite nice. And then we've got Chinkurimon, which I don't know if it sees much play in this set. I know I've seen it in some the future sets, but its security is add this at the end of battle, trigger Digivolve 1 on one of your opponents. Yeah, which is nice.
It's a really good card.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Someone could swing into your security. This comes out.
Not many people think about this, but this gets around a delicate plan.
True, yeah, because it's a Digivolve.
It's not an option card that is negating. It's a Digimon security skill.
Yeah, and
a delicate plan only gets rid of options.
Yeah, so if you're swinging multi-checks with a Bond of Friendship and you play the delicate plan, this Digivolves it into an Agumon, and then next check probably, you know, kills it.
It'll lose the extra security check because it's getting the security check from the Agumon.
Oh yeah, true. Yes, as an inheritable, so just do 1 check and they're left with an Agumon. Yeah.
Yeah, this card's really good.
Yeah. Again, I think we're finally seeing some level 3s that are going to change the way you can play in black, because before it's a lot of generic level 3s they've had. I mean, to be fair, Toy Agumon with Reboot is the best rookie they have. And now they've actually got some options around it. Talking about Toy Agumon, we've got another Toy Agumon. All turns while this Digimon has blocker, it gains 1k DP. Turns your 5k blockers into 6k, 6 into 7s, so it's nice. But
it's your Dark Tyrannomons out of those pesky ranges.
Yeah. I just think it's just a throwback. Looking at like the diversity of just these 4 cards, just seeing where black just aren't sure where they want to go. I mean, we've got something supporting blocker, we've got something with Digivolve, and then we've got like a generic 3 and 2 just to kind of catch them up to where everyone else is. But yeah, they throw a lot of buzzwords at black, and we're still not quite sure what is their main thing. Are they mainly blockers? Are they all about the Digivolve? What was the other one? Reboot.
Reboot.
Yeah. Do they always reboot?
Yeah, something like this, like BT6 does for black, is it gives it a lot of generic stuff, which is definitely what it was missing. Which is very, very nice for the color.
Yeah, it's nice because like they're kind of catching up with other colors, just getting those nice little tech pieces.
Next up is Dannymon, who is a security Digimon with a play cost of 3 and 2000 DP. Digivolution cost of 2. Pretty much what you have to say about it.
Yeah, he's a card, he exists.
Yeah, security Digimon weren't good. Reducing like the deep pool stuff on it isn't going to make them good anymore. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's just his stats aren't good enough to warrant it being a security Digimon, especially when you look at what red and blue get in the new starter decks, which is level 4 security Digimon.
Yeah, that also do stuff on play.
Yeah,
like it needs to be impactful when they get hit in security. Because obviously, like Zwart is like the only one that does have a proper impact because it's a level 7 and it's super big.
Yeah, with this isn't going to kill what's attacking it, and then it's going to come in play. You're going to have a 2k body. Yeah, you can Digivolve up into a level 5 on top of it, but you could do that on the old ones. This doesn't do anything that the previous ones did do, and they never saw play either.
Another card lost to the Anims of Time.
Yeah.
Next up on level 4s is Markman, which just has decoy for blacks. This is another keyword that has gone only to black. So
yeah, another buzzword they've got.
It's a new one.
Yeah, so I mean, for those of you that don't know, what decoy does is it just allows you to redirect an ability. So if does it work with D-Digivolve? Can you redirect D-Digivolve?
No, because it has to delete.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, so if it would be destroyed, yeah. So it still doesn't work against D-Digivolve, doesn't work against DP reduction, doesn't work if it's being sent to the hand or the bottom of the board, bottom of your deck. But hey, if they're going to destroy it with an effect, he's stepping in.
Well, it's against retaliate.
Yeah, you got retaliation, and then you've got
general deletion.
Yeah, general deletion, but not by
battle.
Attack. Yeah, not by battle.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's there. There's too many ways to get around it though.
And then the final level 4 that black gets this set is Deputymon. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of the deck, add 1 Digimon with 3 Musketeers in its type, and or 1 option card with a play cost of 7 among them, and trash the rest. During your turn, this Digimon can Digivolve into a card with 3 Musketeers in its type from your hand by paying a memory cost of 6, ignoring its Digivolution requirements.
Which is nice because you're potentially playing a level 7 option while Digivolving into a level 6 for 6 memory. So if they put you to 3, you have a Depumon out, you put them to 3, gaining a level 6 and being able to blow something up on their board. He's a good card.
Yeah, he's good. He's just specifically for the 3 Musketeers deck, but he's good in that deck, so...
Yeah, he has a place and a purpose. Not sure about the rest of the level 4s.
Yeah.
And then we've got the level 5s, so which is a strange thing. We've got more 5s than 4s in this set. So we've got Gigadramon. Your turn. This Digimon is also treated as a red Digimon. We've seen it before with other colours, and even so he's just a bridging gap. So it's another card. I guess they were thinking about you kind of playing it in a 3 Musketeers deck, allowing you to go up into 2 of them. Yeah. And
struggling to remember the names.
Gundramon and Magna Kid.
Yeah, Magna Kidmon.
There we go. See, I knew him. I know names. But the thing is, Security Troll, Three Musketeers is kind of played like Megazoo, so
yeah, you just want to hard play everything.
Yeah, so Gundramod, he was a nice idea, but you know, he'll be forgotten.
He'll be used in the red Black Wargreymon deck.
Yeah, if someone wants to build that, they could have fun with him now. But
I'll have fun with it.
3 to Digivolve, 7k DP. It's just a bridging card. It allows you to bridge between colours. Then we got for Gankoomon. I love the artwork of this. It's really nice artwork.
Like Black Wargreymon and Wargreymon in the back.
Yeah, supporting their boys. Inherit boys. While your opponent has an unsuspended Digimon in play, this Digimon gains secure attack +1.
That's great.
Yeah, they're probably gonna have an unsuspended Digimon, so you're probably gonna get security attack +1. That yeah.
And if not, you just swing over whatever they have.
Yeah. So I think that's the problem, because if they've got something suspended, say if you've got 1 stack on board and you've got security attack +1 now, but you don't want to. You want to swing over what they've got. You don't want to leave something live on their board just to check 2 securities, because you could go for the security, die on the first check. So you've checked 1 security and they still have something on the board. So it feels like they've slapped a green ability on this card.
It kind of feels like that, but other cards in black at the moment talk about your opponent having unsuspended stuff. So
yeah.
It's just another thing that they're going with for this set.
Yeah, they're seeing what sticks. And we got Big Mummymon, just a 10k body vanilla. That's nice.
He big.
He big. That's all I really have to say about him. And then we've got Mummymon, which has Decoy, and on deletion, destroy one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 7 or less. I mean, it's alright, you know?
There's a lot of Digimon with a play cost of 7 or less.
Yeah. And he's only 6k himself, so the likelihood of him, even if you don't pop off the decoy, you could Digivolve up into him. I guess you could swing him, so you could either crash into a blocker, which feels bad, crashing a level 5 into a blocker, but then you could kill a level 5 on their board as well, because most level 5s 7 play costs or less. There's a couple that are 8, but you know, more than likely.
There's one that's 9.
Yeah, there's.
And one that's 14.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it just arcs back to the level 4s. Like their cards, they give black a few different more options, but there's still no like path. You're not seeing like, oh, okay, this 3, 4, and 5 were designed to be to play together. It's just kind of dotted pieces around.
Yeah, it's a little bit like more fragmented, but the fact that it's like just generic fragmentation rather than just archetype specific makes it a lot better.
Yeah, because you're gonna maybe find 1 or 2 pieces in the list that are gonna work in a deck you're building. And then we've got the 4 level 6s they got.
So the first level 6 they got is Gundramod, who is just a blocker normally. And then when evolving, you can look at the top 5 cards of the deck and play an option card with a play cost of 7 or less. Perhaps the remaining, and if you do not use an option card, delete your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 4 or less. It's an interesting card. The 3 Musketeers barely evolve into it. It's more just slapping it down as a blocker, but yeah, he's still cool nonetheless.
Yeah, he's not the worst 3 Musketeer.
No. Like the Kidmon's definitely the worst, but still.
It just gives him a big blocker.
Yeah. Black doesn't have enough blockers.
Don't worry, we're tackling the blocker archetype, and then next card we're hitting something else as well. You know, want to keep it.
Yeah. So the next card is Pile Volcamon, who has Reboot. And then on your opponent's turn, once per turn, when one of your Digimon is deleted, trigger D-Digivolve on one of your opponent's Digimon.
It's nice. You throw a rookie into the trash, into the security to kill it, to D-Digivolve one of the level 6s down. That'd be quite nice.
Yeah, you can just kind of like throw bodies in, well, like throw a body into it, D-Digivolve, so that you can go over it with the Pile Volcamon. Which is something nice you can do.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he'll see some play, but I think the issue is he's just like, what would you rather play, this or the Melga from the current set, which Digiburst 2 allows you to either kill a 6 cost, so killing a blocker, or a hard play level 5, and or trash atop security and has reboot as well.
Yeah, I'd probably play the Melga.
Yeah, it's just, again, if he feels like a space filler, which, you know, you're gonna see those in each deck, but it's just a shame because I quite like Pile Volcamon.
Yeah, he's a cool Digimon, but not a cool card. The next level 6 we have is Gankoomon. When Digivolving, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost, and during your turn, while your opponent has an unsuspended Digimon, this Digimon gets security attack +1. So if your opponent has one thing, you just kill it for 4 cost.
Has 2 level 6s at the same cost. You kill them both.
Yep. If your opponent has a 2-cost vanilla and a level 7, you kill the 2-cost vanilla.
Yeah. Yeah, he's nice as a tech. I could see maybe running like a 1 of him, just as that, just in case. So you keep it in your hand till it's needed, and then you're like, oh, I can get a board wipe now.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best removals on a Digimon that Black has gone.
Yeah. But it's a shame that Gankumon is nothing more than a tech piece, but the same can be said for quite a few of the Royal Knights.
Yeah, I think the only Black Royal Knight that probably could put an entire deck around him is probably Crania.
Yeah.
And on to the final level 6.
Yeah, the other Royal Knight.
About Gankoomon? Or...
Oh no, I was just going to say, and then at least we got 2 Royal Knights as set for Black.
So yeah, the final card is Alphamon. Black level 6 says. Security skill at the end of the battle, add this card to your hand. Then, if a Digimon with a Royal Knight or X antibody in its type is in play, up to 12 of your opponent's Digimon can't attack Slayer for the turn. When attacking, you may pay up to 5 memory. If you do, get 1,000 for each of the memory paid. And at the end of that attack, gain 2 memory.
The weird wording, because they could have been just like, when attacking, gain 2k, you may spend an extra memory up to 3 to gain an extra 1,000. But I guess it keeps you, like, you can just control his DP. Trying to think of an occasion you'd want to stay like 11 and under.
You just swing into something that's already, so you just gain 2 memory off of it.
Yeah, true. So you can just swing over a body. Yeah.
You already know you're going to kill it, so might as well just not spend the memory on it.
Yeah, he's a card.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, I want him to be better than he is, but he's not a bad card. You just couldn't. I think I'd struggle to build a deck just around him and feel like it was like competitive.
Yeah, he's a nice like 1 or 2 tech piece. Especially the fact that even if he's in security, you at least get him back to hand.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. The nice thing is it's at the end of the battle, so it could still kill one of your opponent's Digimon, and then you gain a level 6 from it. and then you potentially stun as well. Which, to be fair, if you're going against red, you're gonna stun something. But no, saying that, because with red, is it just Jessamon that's Holy Knight?
Jessamon, and if you have it Omni.
Yeah, because obviously our Huckmon won't count as it, will he?
No.
Yeah, so
the Royal Knights running the mega forms.
But to be fair, if they're playing Jessamon, they swing first check. They hit this, you then stun it so it can't attack anymore, which is nice.
Well, it only means you can't attack the player. You can still attack Digimon.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, because they can. Yeah, I guess it's not security minus, so he can't just declare an attack to play out a system on, at least, if you don't have any like Digimon for him to attack.
Yeah, that's just the big thing. The big thing.
Yeah, maybe he'll see play when we see more X antibodies about. I'm sure we'll get an X antibody set. That'll be fun. And then maybe Alpha.
BT7.
Yeah. Yeah, because what BT7, some of the big chunk of the blacks are X antibody, aren't they?
Yeah, you get the entire Dannymon line.
But maybe if we get like a BT9 or BT10, will be a full X antibody set. And Alphamon will see his he'll see his time.
I think if they do a full X antibody set, they'll probably do it as an EX set. We'll just call it the X Chronicles.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I doubt they're gonna give us all the obscure ones that were just in the data books.
Probably. No.
And then we've got Black's Tamer, probably the best Tamer in the BT6. If your opponent has 2 or more Digimon in play, gain 2 memory. Now that's quite likely.
Yeah, I think this is definitely the easiest condition to fill out of all the dual tamers.
Yeah, definitely. And then when one of your black Digimon is deleted, you spend this tamer to trigger draw 1. So it's extra draw power as well, which for black is really important. So it's a nice way to almost guarantee the extra 2 memory coming and also get more draw power, which are 2 things that black was lacking, that memory control and that draw power. So giving them both things in one card is amazing.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
But this is more playing security control.
Yeah. See playing like D Brigade.
Yeah, true, yeah.
You just draw more cards off your dying Commandramons.
Yeah. You probably end up decking out playing that deck.
Yeah, and speaking of cards that are good for D Brigade,
yeah,
the next option card is Parabolic Junk. One of your Digimon gains on deletion, gain 2 memory until the end of your opponent's next turn. Security, add this card to the owner's hand. Tap this on your on deletion Commandramon and then have a whale of a time.
Exactly. I mean, look at this. They gave this a security effect, but Green couldn't get a security effect on their 0 cost option.
Because Green was good at one point, Black wasn't.
Yeah. So sorry, you don't get a security effect on your option card because you were good last set and the set before. Is it quite mean of them?
It is a bit mean. The next option card is Guelshwarma. Like the other 3 Musketeers options, if you have 3 Musketeers, you can just ignore the color requirement of the option. And then, as a main, delete all of your opponents, delete all Digimon with a play cost of 7 or lower. This does include your Digimon as well, with the security of add this card to the owner's hand.
Yeah, which is why it works so well in 3 Musketeers.
I feel that's wrong.
Oh, what, the effect?
Security skill. I have a feeling that it's meant to activate main effect. I could be wrong, but I'll double check quickly. You can talk about it while I have a look.
Well, yeah, the thing with 3 Musketeers is I don't know if this is the way they intended it to play, but you basically play, as I said earlier, as a Mega Zoo. So whenever you're playing this, very rarely you're deleting anything on your side of the board. It's usually just wiping big things off your opponent's side. So the whole other side of this card, you aren't really too sad like too upset about the fact that it's going to delete your Digimon, because very rarely will you be deleting your own Digimon. It's more just a
it's not too often that you are, but
did you find out if it was wrong?
Not yet. I'll come back to it as it's wrong.
We'll come
just
back
loading
to
the page up. And then the final option card for black is Iron Fisted Onslaught. Main delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP, or highest play cost. Security activate this card's main effect.
Yeah, so they get their own variant of Gaia
No,
Force.
it is at the Oh no, it is right. I just thought it was better than it was.
You acting like add to hand so you can use it next turn isn't good enough.
Hey man, you could have just played it.
I mean, yeah, but then it's cycling it into the trash, which is you know, that would work for Three Musketeers, but maybe give them a bit too much power. Be like, oh, I hit this card in security, wiped your board, it's now gone to trash. I'm going to play Starmon next turn, bring it back out, wipe your board again.
Yeah, sorry, I just remember this card being a lot better than it was. Oops.
But I think all in all, Black got, you know, a decent amount of things. It definitely didn't get the best cards in the mail, but it got enough things to play around with to, you know, potentially build something that's going to compete with the meta. I mean, we've seen it this meta that Black came out of nowhere with the card everyone knew was good, but no one used. And then, you know, suddenly people are like, wait a minute, this is actually a really good card to go against the meta. Obviously, now we're seeing colours that are good against Black creep out and take over again. But I think we'll see that again this meta. Someone's going to come up with a nice Black Rogue deck and it's going to run through the meta. Everyone's going to be surprised and be like, what's going on? Because it's got the potential there. It's just finding the pieces that fit best together.
Yeah, and it's definitely stuff like Gankoomon and that people see the power of Black again.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see something come out of it. I'm excited to see that. But that is it for the Black cards. We're almost there. Only got one colour left to go now. My personal favourite colour. The colour doesn't treat me best, but I still love it, you know. It's unconditional love, that. But yeah, so we'll see you again in a couple of days. Not going to do a weird will you won't know, because you definitely will. We'll definitely get this last episode out this week. But same as last time, this has been Holy and Gruffy, and we'll see you again next time.